Hello Manchester United fans. Ruben Amorim rejects Erik Ten Hag theory as Man United boss dismisses FA Cup hope. Ruben Amorim saw Manchester United keep their FA Cup hopes alive, but the new manager is not viewing Cup success as the savior of their season given their struggles. Ruben Amorim insists winning the FA Cup wouldn't make up for Manchester United's shortcomings this year. The Portuguese coach saw his team avoid an upset on Friday night as they came from behind to see off Leicester City. The Foxes led at halftime, but Harry Maguire headed home the team's winner in stoppage time, despite being in an offside position. Joshua Zirkzee had come up with United's equalizer as they continue to eye a second successive FA Cup success. Rarely over the last 2 decades have teams defended the FA Cup, but Amorim insists a cup triumph come May wouldn't paper over their failings this year. Amorim has overseen some poor Premier League results since arriving in late November. He's already lost 7 times in the league and is not banking on an FA Cup to make the season appear more impressive than it is. He told ITV, "I don't see things like that. I cannot focus just on saving the season with a cup. It's not the way I see football, not the way I see Manchester United. Everything is results and performance. I'm not thinking about the end of the season or the final at the end of the season. I don't care about that. At the moment it is not good enough. We move forward to the next stage. But today was not good enough." Last term United produced their worst Premier League season to date, finishing 8th, although they are on course to surpass that this term. Erik Ten Hag managed to mastermind a shock victory over Manchester City in the FA Cup final and saw that as a major advertisement of his credentials as a manager. Off the back of that, he was handed a new deal and appeared to challenge the United hierarchy to sack him after his Wembley success, claiming, "If they don't want me, then I go somewhere else to win trophies because that is what I do." He lasted just a matter of months before he was axed as the Old Trafford board copped criticism for not seeing the bigger picture despite their FA Cup success. Amorim is yet to get a tune out of his side since replacing Ten Hag and said after their Friday night win, "We managed to turn things around, so it was a good result, not a good performance. The coach is the first responsible. When one team doesn't perform, doesn't improve, it is the coach, but we are here to do things and to see the game, to study the game and try to improve for the next game." Ruben Amorim explains bizarre Patrick Dorgu decision after hauling off new signing. Ruben Amorim has defended his decision to play new Manchester United signing Patrick Dorgu on the right on his debut against Leicester City. Amorim was eager to bring in a natural wingback during the January transfer window to provide some natural balance to his preferred 3-4-3 formation, with Dorgu brought in from Italian side Lecce in a deal worth an initial £25 million. He was named in the starting 11 on Friday night as United booked their place in the FA Cup 5th round with a nervy win over the Foxes, sealed by Harry Maguire's injury time header. With Luke Shaw still injured and Tyrell Malacia not fitting the bill, shipped out on loan to PSV Eindhoven, Dorgu was expected to fill the void on the left. The Denmark international was widely expected to slot into that left wing-back role, enabling Amorim to shift Diogo Dalot back over to his more natural role on the right. Dalot continued on the left on Friday night, however, with Dorgu occupying the opposite flank. The new arrival showed some bright moments in the first half, but was replaced at halftime, with Amorim later suggesting his lack of training with his new teammates this week led to that decision. Pushed on why Dorgu played on the right, Amorim defiantly insisted the 20-year-old is perfectly capable of playing on both flanks. He played a lot of times for Lecce on the right and the left, Amorim told a press conference. That's one of the characteristics we pay a lot of attention to. He was a little bit anxious with the first touch of the ball. This is a different league for him, different speed of the game, but he did well. He has pace, he has strength, and he is going to improve a lot. We as a team need to play better to help new guy perform at the right level. Asked if United fans can expect to see more of Dorgu on the right, Amorim continued, "If you have seen the history of Dorgu for his last team, he played a lot of games on the right, and we have to have wingers who can play both sides like Dalot. So I think it is really important thing because sometimes you need a left foot on the right side to come in and connect in a different way, and sometimes you need a right foot to connect and cross more balls." Ruben Amorim has suggested that Cheeto Obi Martin is not close to making his first team debut for Manchester United. Obi Martin is regarded as one of the best young striker prospects in Europe and left Arsenal's academy to join United last October. In his final season at Arsenal, Obi Martin scored 32 goals in 18 matches for the under-18s, including 10 in one game against Liverpool. Since moving to United, the 17-year-old has scored 9 goals in 10 appearances for the youth team. Roy Keane doubts whether Marcus Rashford can regain his hunger at Aston Villa. Manchester United legend Roy Keane has expressed his doubts about Marcus Rashford's ability to rediscover his hunger at Aston Villa. Last Sunday, United confirmed that Rashford had sealed a loan move to Villa. The forward's future was the subject of intense speculation during the winter transfer window after he fell out of favor under Ruben Amorim. Rashford played in Amorim's first 6 matches but was dropped for the Manchester Derby in mid-December, after which the 27-year-old revealed he was ready for a new challenge away from Old Trafford. He did not play for United again, with his last taste of competitive minutes coming in the Europa League trip to Victoria Plzen on December 12. Amorim told reporters that he struggled to get through to Rashford, who did not agree with the Portuguese coach's training and playing methods. Speaking on ITV, Keane questioned whether Villa is the right place for Rashford to rediscover himself and get back to his sensational best. Keane said, "If he's lost the hunger at Man United, how will he get it at Aston Villa? Once you lose the hunger, it's hard to get it back. It's sad, but it's been on the cards the last year or two, especially since the new managers come in. Clearly they didn't get on. The manager got no reaction from Marcus. The strange thing for me was I thought when Marcus was going to leave Man United he was going to go abroad and try something new." Keane added, "A new adventure for him. A different league, a different challenge. To go to Villa surprises me a little bit. I know Aston Villa are going along nicely, but you can't compare them to Manchester United." Former Arsenal striker Ian Wright offered a different take, insisting that Villa are achieving more in the Premier League and the Champions League. Wright remarked, "He's going to a team that's performing better. We can't disrespect Villa, what they've done and what they're trying to do. If Marcus can go there and recapture it, they can build around him. He's a good player. Everybody has been talking about his body language here at United and what's going on. He's done great for Man United up to this point, but maybe it's time to leave. You hope he can recapture, because if he doesn't, then what?" Rashford could make his Villa debut in the FA Cup on Sunday against Tottenham Hotspur. Unai Emery has revealed he is ready to exploit Marcus Rashford's potential after the 27-year-old completed his first week of training as an Aston Villa player following his loan move from Manchester United. Issues in Manchester. Rashford has not played for the Red Devils since December 12 in the Europa League against Victoria Plzen. 3 days later, the forward was dropped from the matchday squad for the Manchester Derby, with Ruben Amorim explaining it was not a disciplinary thing, but rather a result of performances in training. However, a few days after this, Manchester United held talks with Premier League new boy in January but snubbed loan fee. Manchester United have to wait until the summer now to sign players. Manchester United are currently sat in 13th place in the Premier League table. They have 29 points on the board from 24 fixtures. The Red Devils have underperformed so far this season and will be hoping to hit some form over the coming weeks and months to rise up the league. They lost 2-0 at home to Crystal Palace in their last league outing. Ruben Amorim was picked as their replacement for Erik Ten Hag earlier this winter after impressing at Sporting Lisbon. He has endured a mixed start to life at Old Trafford. Manchester United update regarding Mathys Tel. United held talks over a move for Mathys Tel from Bayern Munich in the January transfer window, and the player was open to a switch, according to Christian Falk. However, the reporter claims the Red Devils weren't prepared to pay a loan fee for him, but he would like to join them at some point if possible. Tel, 19, has linked up with Tottenham Hotspur on a temporary basis, with an option to make the transfer permanent in the summer. He made his debut for Ange Postecoglou's side during their 4-0 loss away at Liverpool at Anfield on Thursday night in the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg, as they missed out on a trip to Wembley. The Frenchman joined Bayern Munich in 2022 as a teenager from Rennes. He has since made 83 appearances for the Bundesliga Giants in all competitions and has scored 16 goals. The attacker didn't find the net for them this term under Vincent Kompany. Therefore, a change of scene to Spurs may help him find his shooting boots again. Mathys Tel eager to make an impact. United could have seen Tell as someone to boost their attacking ranks. It wasn't to be though, and it remains to be seen whether they will make an offer for him down the line. After joining Spurs, he said, "Why I chose Tottenham? It was the best option for me. I'm ready to play. I'm here. I'm ready to grow. It was the best option for me, and now I'm very happy. I felt the commitment. I spoke with the president, the team manager, the coach, and as I said, that was very important for me." He added, "It's a new challenge for me, a new chapter to open. I'm very excited to play with my new teammates. For the fans, very excited. I'm ready for every game. That's why I'm here, to bring energy to the team. I'm ready. I know what I have to do for Tottenham, for the team, for the fans. I know what I have to do, and I hope I am going to do it." Meanwhile, Harry Kane said, "It's a great move for both parties. Matthews is a great guy and really hardworking. Obviously, for his potential it's important for him to get some minutes under his belt and some regular game time and hopefully develop, keep improving and hopefully fulfill all the potential that he has.